Hello, good day. This is Michael. I promised a video and I've been busy running into a few challenges with the process. I indicated I had a T-Mobile card on the video. As you see, it's playing. The T-Mobile card on that particular video, the problem I ran into was not connectivity. The problem I ran into was I ran out of data stream. In other words, they only limit you. I think I had like 2 megabytes, in which I did that in a few hours. The other plan I upgraded was unlimited. However, they only gave you 50 megabytes of data, and I blew through that in like a day and a half, I think, something like that. Then I went on to Verizon that they offer on the car that comes with the package. I hooked up to that as well. I blew through that in another day. So it's been challenges. So what I ended up doing, I'll show you, is I ended up finding a way around as a workaround. The workaround on a challenge was to add a T-Mobile box. It's called Whole Home Wi-Fi. That's what I added. And it's like $50 a month flat charge, and I'll show you how I ran it and such. Anyways, this is the unit. I did nothing to alter the actual system. It's tied in, it's clean as you see. I got the light showing my hood's open, which it is because I'm going to get out there. It runs right here in the USB, and I got a small box, which I'll give the link to the box. It's just an Android box, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you in here. This is a mouse. It's just a Bluetooth remote. I'm sorry, mouse. It's a Bluetooth remote. It's an Amazon Fire Stick remote. As you see, I have an app on here which has IPTV, which that's part of Android. The sky is yours. If you understand how Fire Sticks work, then that's all I've done with this Android box, is treat it like a Fire Stick. So for simplicity, it's a streaming Android box. Not really a Fire Stick made by Amazon, but it's the same concept. One, they make them, but most of them depend on your phone. As you see, this is playing. I'm gonna back out of here. I'm gonna touch it and get out all the way. Let's see, I missed the button. Hit the home button. All right, so when I go to home, that's my regular Android. This is the Android. I'm gonna back up again. Actually, let me go here and do this. If I back up again and I go to car, this is what you have on your display, your standard display. Okay, on my display, what I've got is, you see over here, Apple CarPlay. It thinks it's an Apple CarPlay. It's actually an Android open source CarPlay. Okay, AI box. I hit that, it comes to the actual box. Let me back up on the box itself. If I can hit the button there. Well, let me see here. Home. All right, there's the box. Okay, let me go and get that out of the console there. Okay, so now, if you look, you see your apps. All of your apps are on here. Whatever you want to download, as you see. And I go back this way over to the front. And it's just an Android, so I've got Play Store. Let's see, where is it at? Right here. Play Store in here. I hit Play Store and the sky's yours. You obviously log in your Google account, whichever you choose, and whatever app you want, you download that app. It's just whatever you can download on the phone, from games to such, you can add it all on here. Okay, so it's just, the only problem, like I said, I ran into is I did not want to use my phone's hotspot, which again is limited as well. Everything is limited. So if you're just going to stream a little bit while charging up or whatever, it's one thing. But if you're a heavy user like myself and you're going to do heavy duty streaming, then you're going to have an alternative, which is going to be, I'll show you what I'm using. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so that's everything about the box. Just an Android box, which I side-loaded several apps in this here program, as you see, and others come on the actual Play Store. But a lot of these apps can't be, or some of them, such as I think SoulPlayer's on there, TV Mate's on there, one version. The version that I'm running on TV Mate, which I'm running, is a cracked version, which I had to side-load, which means I had to open up another app and simply make it talk to my laptop, bring up the IP for that actual device, and put the two together and side load the app, just because I wanted a cracked version I'm sure you could pay for the actual downloadable version. Okay, so that's how that works. Now, obviously, go back to YouTube. Back up here. I want to back up. Okay, you've got your YouTube right here. You got your Chrome, HBO Max, Netflix, anything you can download on the Android phone. In short, that's what this is. Browser, everything works. YouTube, you go into it. It loads up. There's YouTube. I've got the premium. My premium account is logged into that. So now I go back out here and I'm going to show you. I'm at a park here. Let's see. Speed test. I bring up speed test. It's got picture and play, of course, you see. Speed test, I hit the picture and play. And you can see it live. Where I'm sitting, I've got kind of low signal, but it's still banging out 57. And I can get as much as 500, but it's, again, based on location, it is a Wi-Fi box, and I'll show you how that's tied in. So now, it's tied in through the USB, this part. It's simply tied in as a Android or Apple Play. So back out here and there. And one more time, let's back out to car. This is right here, Apple Play. You plug it in, it sees the device. Now, showing you the part where I'm getting my internet, which was the challenge. The challenge was out here. We all know what this is, the front of your car, the frunk. Okay, this is the box. This is the T-Mobile box, as you see, showing two devices hooked up. One is my phone and the other is my device in the car. Showing my connection, as I said, I don't have very much connection, but I'm still banging out 60 megabytes down. Two devices, shows the battery, which is the backup on the actual device. This is what T-Mobile Whole Home looks like. Basically, it looks like a tower, which comes with your Verizon or home internet service, because it is a home internet box. I say, well, how am I using it in the car? If you look right in there, I don't want to pull it out, but it's just a little cup device, which is designed for a laptop or just a very low power. Has two USBs and two power sources, and all it is plugged into a cigarette lighter adapter. Now I'm gonna pan out and I'm gonna go through the entire setup here. I come out, I'm gonna pull this out. This is a regular, hang on, let me get here. I've got gator clips just because I was too lazy to pull this apart, get underneath there, didn't want to do it. They're just gator clipped onto the battery. Nothing permanent. Gator clip, gator clip. Okay, so I just reached under and gator clipped the easy way. Didn't want to get under and do the terminals because I can disconnect. I wasn't sure how deep I was going to go with this, but I like it. So I cut the wire. This was one wire. The part that has this and these were one unit. I cut them in the middle. Then right here, this box, which I'll give the link of, it just allows me to have a remote control to be able to cut this all-time hot off and on at my discretion, because I didn't know how many amps it was going to pull. Therefore, I let it run to see if I was going to have a dead battery or not, which it doesn't, because I run it every day and I have not had that problem. However, I do have the ability to shut this off. Otherwise, it stays hot with broadcast of internet 24 hours a day unless I choose to cut it off. I'll show you what the remote looks like. Get the remote out here. This is what the remote looks like. It's just a regular remote. And this remote talks to this box. And all it does is kill the power. It's a manager between this plug and the hot terminals. The terminals go to the box. This is going to the actual device, which is going to power my cigarette adapter. And this is allowing me to cut it off and on from afar with this remote. It comes with two of these. And I'll give you those links to this as well. I really like it. It's got like a 320-foot range. I don't cut it off most of the time. I just want the ability to be able to cut it off. I leave it on. Therefore, it's always tied in. So when I crank the car up, it fires up pretty quick, as fast as the head unit can recognize the Android or, in its mind, Apple device. What else did I do interesting? Let's see. The only other thing I've done interesting that may be of interest or not is I debadged the rear. I found out the front badge on it, you cannot, because it has two pinholes, just FYI, and I've commented on a couple of posts, and yes, I'm real, and yes, I have other challenges with things that I push the envelope on. And that's about all I can tell you right now as far as the upgrades that I've done to the car, other than black out the handles as you see and tint the windows. That's a simple, what do you call a strip? It's that, I can't think of the name of it right now. Just the plastic stuff they stick on. I can't even think of the name of it. Anyways, it's cheap. It's cheap on Amazon or eBay. I forget where I got it, but it's very cheap, very inexpensive. All right. I hope you guys like this. Thumbs up, if you will. And as I find out some more weird stuff, I'll share it. Thank you guys and enjoy.